What up, Earth? Here we got a little collection of stones for you today. By the way, my name's ADT. I go by Alexander, Alex, or ADT. So here we go. I have a group of agates. Then I have some horn corals. Then I have some agatized Petoskey stones, regular Petoskey stones, finished in the rough and polished. The same with agatized Charlevoix stones, and some regular Charlevoix in there, a couple of them. So what else do we have? Oh, in the background. Hey, you guys, Baby Ruth. Goonie lovers, come on now. Hey, you guys, Petoskey Stone. Those of you that don't know what a Petoskey looks like in the rough, before it looks beautiful like these, it looks like, hey, you guys, let me lick it. Lick it for you guys. You can kind of see, looking nasty, you can kind of see the eyes in it. Let's see, this is kind of an ugly Petoskey. Not saying you're ugly. Hey, don't take offense, guy. I'm not getting on you, man. You got a smile on your face, mate. You're looking all great. There you go. Looking nice. Okay, but now when I lick that hindquarters, you can kind of see the eyes, guys. And that turns out to those beauties right there. So let's put him back. He's guarding, he's guarding this old coral. Look at that beauty. Ooh, like an old ass rock. Little pudding stone. Somebody tell me if that is like petrified wood, or I don't know why it makes me think of that, which I know it's not. Petrified wood would be more something like looking like this with the grain in it or something. But I don't know, just with that iron, and then I don't know, them things trip me out. I got a few of them that are gorgeous. Damn, I didn't even bring my bowl of water down here to show these beauties in their actuality. The ones that are in the rough. Ooh wee. If I get them wet, you will say, oh my, what did he find there? And yes, they are something else. This one I got to working on. I think I have a previous video. There's a little ugly half. When I started grinding on them, so it's not quite down there. It's gonna take a lot of work, really. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that one, but this big boy, straight crystal. Got that part knocked off. I definitely gotta restart this video when I bring the bucket of water down here. I fucked up. Didn't bring the bucket of water. Damn me. This was my first fucking agatized Petoskey. I almost shit myself. Let me lick her. Show your beauty. Show your crystals. She's so fucking gorgeous, man. I gotta remember my kids watch this. No more swearing. Give that a lick to them crystals. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Not even to mention, oh my goodness, this Agate Charlevoix. Now, I tumbled her for maybe a few days. I mean, I was working her on my pads with my hands at first. This is the same shape I found it in, and this was kind of already like this, just not quite as done. That was one surface I just had to see, because I could see the bands in there, and oh my goodness, and just the rings around her. And these are all the long lines of the Charlevoix. There's always the longer, they got that long circle, and then the honeycombs are on top and bottom, but they're all different kind of shapes sometimes. Look at that big eye here, and then the rest are real tiny honeycombs. I mean, but this thing, straight crystal. Anything agatized is straight crystal. Here goes a Lake Michigan agate that I found and polished. I mean, I found all these, obviously. It's just fucking, excuse my language again, just beautiful. Oh my gosh. How? You can tell that's just quartz sand that just got crystallized over time. I mean, that's kind of what they say anyway, and it really does just look like, who knows though, what the gold obviously has to be gold or something similar, mineral wise, because you know, iron is a lot darker, and etc. This is one of my favorite agates that I found in Lake Michigan. By the way, everything you see on this table is Lake Michigan. I gotta lick this one for you though. The bands, and it's just nuts. I didn't get the whole thing, so, but yeah, just to give you a little glimpse into it. That's gonna be beautiful polished. Really, I'm not gonna keep licking stones, man. Damn it, I'm gonna have to finish this video when I get a bucket of water. Actually, I got a fucking spray bottle right next to me. I don't know if I want to get the Rosso Levanto wet though, to be honest. I don't want this marble wet. Let me see. Did I even show this? I'm sure I did a little bit. I gotta get that wet. And this one, oh my gosh. So this is one of my favorite agatized Charlevoix that I've ever found in my life. Oh my gosh, the color right here, and how it is so beautiful. All them honeycombs, you can't even tell right now almost. It's so crystallized, and man, this one is amazing. Fucking crazy. Big monster. So here's what a normal Charlevoix would look like. Not even. This one I polished up to a finish, and then I had it in a pot of mine in the garden for a whole year. So that's why. But the actual white is white crystals. It just didn't keep its finish really. Let me see. There we go. Now this is what a regular Charlevoix, for like the most part, and this is even agatized a little. They all have them layers in them. I mean, they're so old. They're starting at like 240 to 60 million years old. And then the agatized ones are 1.1 billion years old, they're saying. But here's a Charlevoix, how you'd find it in the rough. You know, looks like a piece of shit, really, like a chalky white rock almost, unless you can tell that there is a honeycomb within that or whatever. And then boom, you lick it and you really, so that's why people say they can find them better when they're wet. But I mean, if you already know what you're looking for, you can find them. I mean, see, here goes 2 hearts I made for my daughters right here. And they usually have a dark side and a light side. See, around the edges are where they always have the long. And I just started out rock hounding and polishing this, so it's real whack. It's got a bunch of holes still, but you know, this is when I just started out. This is the first 2 things I made actually, is my daughter's some hearts. You know, gotta do that, but this one doesn't really have any holes in it. But how beautiful. All that white in there is just white crystal. The whole thing's crystal, and they UV fluoresce under UV light. There's a little, you know, I didn't get where I worked at the best, but the rest don't look too bad. For me, just beginning, here's a Charlevoix as well, like a normal Charlevoix that isn't so much agatized. Even though these are, I mean, they're full of layers and they're pure crystal. But it's at certain spots that you find ones like this that are truly, truly fucking. I don't know, man. These are different. These are really agatized. They pure crystallized. Even though those are crystal too, it's something different about. I don't know. They had longer to form or something like that. But I'm not done working on this one. That's a work in progress. Here's another. All these I find in the shape they are in. Like this one was a tennis shoe, man. It looks like a sneaker. Right when damn, my camera won't focus that good. But yeah, right when I found it, just so beautiful. That's my little Jordan sneaker or something like that. It's a little shoe. This one is my beauty. I dome polished it. So on this agatized Charlevoix, I just polished this side here, and then the long face on the back I kept in the rough how I found it. So it's got all the long going down, and then right around here it always has that circle of long. Oh man, this is one of my favorites. You know, it was when I was starting. I mean, I'm only like 4 years into rock hounding. But here's another Charlevoix I cut with my saw that I just got in the fall last year. So much more to be coming, man. Beautiful. My camera keeps going in and out of focus, which is stupid. So, alright, so here are Petoskey Stones. Like, here's a beautiful one that has a little green streak going through it. It's one of my favorites I've found and polished. These are all like my little whale fins. I call them like the whale fin. This is actually my very first Petoskey I ever found. When people were like, man, you can't even find them up there. This is my first one that I ever found. I always keep that. Here's my little UFO. I mean, it was in this shape when I found it. I just polished it down to you know, the edges are a little sharper, but it was for the most part a little UFO, and I love it. My little spaceship. Here's what a normal Petoskey you might see without it being wet. This is the little brain I found. It reminds me straight up of a brain. I mean, that's exactly what it looks like. Pretty cool. And you lick it a little, you can see the eyes a little better. Here's another Petoskey in the rough. Looks like a piece of shit that you wouldn't pick up, a little chalky stone. But if you pay attention to detail, it has those porous. Some of them are porous, some aren't. But this is one of the porous ones that will come out like these two, which you can kind of tell that they're still a little porous. But yeah, this is what it looked like in the rough. And you give it a little lick, you can see it a little better. Here's another one, Petoskey in the rough. How you might find it on the beach. Doesn't look like much of shit that you'd want to pick up, right? But if you pay attention, that pattern is in there. Them eyes are in there. And a lot of times you'll notice them like on this backside. It's a little easier to tell, right? And when they're wet, you can see it. You can see the marks a little better and whatnot. This one's straight up filled with crystals right here. Just beautiful. This one would fluoresce so gorgeous under UV light. I mean, it'd be amazing. Look at that. Ooh-wee. So gorgeous. So, looking at you. This one always had a little face to me too. The eyes on the left right here, and then on the right looks like some kind of character with the nose in the middle. So next we have what I'm thinking are either early Petoskey's or later, but I don't know if later, on would make sense. But I'm not sure. Just another style of Petoskey, I guess, because there are many of them. The stars are just much more faint, and then there is all the layers in these ones. I mean, these are one of my most favorites, if to be honest. I mean, wow, they're gorgeous. Real faint stars in them. And my opinion on this is I don't believe the scientists' view on Petoskey stones, that they're ancient coral. Now they may be, but there is a lot of science that I have that them eyes in if you go to Petoskey, them eyes are trying to get into every stone, every kind of mineral there. The eyes are trying to. They're there on them stones as well. So I'm thinking it's more or less something that happens within Lake Michigan, and certain minerals. You know, the structure takes over certain minerals more, where it becomes a straight Petoskey like this, and then you have a harder mineral like this maybe, or vice versa. It might be a softer. I'm not sure, but that that you know, it doesn't quite take a hold, and you don't see so much detail within the eyes. It's kind of, and all of these have their they all have agatization, or I don't know if you'd say agatization, just layers are on here, layers upon layers of, you know, in each one of these that have the lighter stars or eyes, as you want to say. Look at these ones, so sweet. And I have much more than just these, but now going to, and then we have a group of horn corals. I got an agatized horn coral here. That is beautiful. I'm gonna cut a little more off, probably make a little quarter or something out of this, that where it's glowing, because the top part's straight glowing. This one is real sweet too. It's definitely agatized too, straight crystal. Once I put a finish to her, here's a more normal one that you'd find at Petoskey or Charlevoix or something like that. This is how they normally look. Well, I've started working this. It's not even close. There's a little lick what it'll look like versus that. But compared to this is a big difference. Is all I'm saying. This one is more agatized, and this lights up golden when I put a flashlight to it. These are more. This one I don't think I worked. Nope. Yeah, this one is normal. This is how you'd find one. And if you find it wet, it kind of looks. It look like this, something like that. And this is one you could find normal. And my camera just isn't doing well today. Here goes a nice big agatized one that would definitely polish up real nice and glow real nice when it's done. But there's all different kinds. I'm not even sure. This is see, this is something that I would say proves that at one time there must have been a sea or something, but not necessarily. But stuff like this, and then yes, we have shells like this. These are why I think mostly. I mean, why they oh shit. Why they say it was an ancient sea where Lake Michigan was. There's two half shells, and let me see here. Here is my only. I think I have one, or I might, if I find. I think I might have a couple more, but there's a whole shell that I have, which is pretty sweet. The shell broke off right here, and then I still have the top, most of the top half, so that's almost a whole. Man, my camera sucks. It's almost a whole shell. What did I miss up here? Nothing besides showing you this wet, which I think I'm gonna have to do. Mm. We'll just spray it over here. Off the Rosso Levanto. So beautiful. Ooh wee. All right, world. Earth, it's almost been 27 minutes. It's been nice getting to know you, you know. My name's Alexander. They call me ADT. Get with me later, you know. And I hope everybody has a wonderful, fantastic 2022, even though the WEF is trying to take over the world. We will survive. That's beauty. Just focus on the beauty, my world, and we're gonna be all right. Gotta stand together, though. It's all about the love.